Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's guaranteed to make you smile, the incredible world of animal music and dance. We often think of music and rhythm as uniquely human traits, but what if I told you the animal kingdom is filled with its own rock stars, divas, and dancing legends? Get ready, because we're about to explore some of the most fascinating performers on the planet. Let's start under the sea. Imagine a vast, quiet ocean. Suddenly, a sound begins to build. It's a complex, haunting melody that can travel for hundreds, even thousands of miles. This isn't a submarine or a forgotten radio signal. It's the song of the humpback whale. These gentle giants are the undisputed composers of the deep. Their songs are not just random noises. They have distinct, repeating themes and phrases, almost like verses and choruses in our own music. Scientists have discovered that these songs are incredibly complex, with a hierarchical structure. Individual sounds form phrases, phrases form themes, and themes are strung together to create a song that can last for hours. What's even more amazing is that these songs evolve. A popular hit song in one whale population can actually spread across entire oceans, almost like a chart-topping single going viral. One year, a certain melody might be all the rage off the coast of Australia, and a few years later, you'll hear whales in the South Pacific singing the same tune, with their own little variations. Why do they do it? The leading theory is that it's primarily the males who sing, likely to attract mates and establish their presence to other males. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm here, and listen to how amazing my song is." It's a musical competition on an epic scale, a true underwater battle of the bands. Now, let's fly from the ocean depths to the treetops, where another group of virtuosos resides: birds. We've all woken up to the sound of birds chirping, but have you ever really listened? Birdsong is one of the most studied forms of animal communication, and for good reason. It's not just a pretty sound. It's a language of its own, rich with meaning. Birds sing to defend their territory, attract partners, warn of predators, and even just to communicate with their flock. Take the lyrebird from Australia, for instance. This bird is the ultimate mimic, the rich little of the avian world. It doesn't just have its own complex song, it can perfectly imitate the sounds of its environment. We're talking about the songs of at least 20 other bird species, the barking of a dog, the chain of a chainsaw, a camera shutter, and even a car alarm. It weaves these sounds into its own elaborate courtship performance. The male clears a small patch of ground as his stage, fans out his magnificent tail feathers over his head, and belts out a symphony of sounds to impress a potential mate. It's an auditory spectacle that's almost unbelievable until you see and hear it for yourself. But what about rhythm? Can animals actually keep a beat? For a long time, scientists thought this was a uniquely human ability. Then, a cockatoo named Snowball danced his way into our hearts and into the scientific journals. Snowball became an internet sensation for his uncanny ability to bob his head and stomp his feet in perfect time to music, especially the Backstreet Boys. Initially, scientists were skeptical. Was he just mimicking his owner? But further studies showed something incredible. When the tempo of the music was changed, Snowball adjusted his dancing to match the new beat. He wasn't just copying, he was genuinely feeling the rhythm. He even invented his own dance moves, showcasing a spontaneity and creativity that researchers found astonishing. Snowball proved that the neural circuits for processing rhythm aren't exclusive to humans, and he's not alone. Let's talk about sea lions. A California sea lion named Ronan was trained by researchers to bob her head in time to music. Like Snowball, she could adapt to different tempos, proving that the ability to perceive a beat isn't limited to vocal mimics like parrots. This was a huge discovery, because it suggested that the capacity for rhythm might be more widespread in the animal kingdom than we ever imagined. Ronan showed that even mammals without vocal flexibility could be trained to move to a beat, opening up a whole new field of research into animal musicality. It's not just about performance, either. Some animals use rhythm as a vital tool for survival. Think about the woodpecker. That distinctive drumming isn't just noise. It's a rhythmic signal. Different patterns and speeds can communicate different things. From "this is my tree, back off," to "hey, anyone want to start a family?" They are, in essence, drummers using the forest as their instrument. Even smaller creatures get in on the act. The tiny, colorful peacock spider performs one of the most intricate and visually stunning courtship dances you'll ever see. The male, often no bigger than a grain of rice, uses his brilliantly colored abdomen fan, like a flamenco dancer's cape. He raises it, vibrates it, and combines this with a complex series of leg waves and scurrying movements. It's a highly choreographed routine, a life or death performance, because if the female isn't impressed, she might just decide to eat him instead. Now, that's pressure. From the complex songs of whales that chart across oceans, to the mimicry of the lyrebird, the rhythmic headbanging of Snowball, the cockatoo, and the life or death dance of the peacock spider, the animal kingdom is alive with music and dance. These behaviors are so much more than just simple instincts. They are complex, creative, and deeply meaningful forms of communication. They show us that the desire to express oneself through song and movement, to connect with others through rhythm and melody, might be a universal language that transcends species. It's a beautiful reminder that we share this planet with millions of other incredible artists. So next time you're out in nature, take a moment to just listen. You might hear the distant, percussive drumming of a woodpecker, the complex symphony of a songbird, or if you're very, very lucky, the faint, haunting melody of a whale carrying on the wind. The world is a stage, and the performance is always on. Thank you so much for joining me on this musical journey through the animal kingdom today. I hope it brought a little bit of wonder and a new tune to your day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments which animal performer is your favorite. Until next time, stay curious. Upbeat, curious music starts. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever been to a party where someone just can't resist tapping their feet to the beat? You know, that one friend who starts dancing the moment the music starts. Well, what if I told you that this urge to move and groove isn't just a human thing? That's right. Today we're diving into the wild and wonderful world of animal music and dance. Let's start with a creature you might not expect to see on the dance floor, the cockatoo. Meet Snowball, a sulfur-crested cockatoo who became an internet sensation for his incredible dance moves. When his owner played the Backstreet Boys, Snowball didn't just bob his head. He stomped his feet, swayed his body, and lifted his crest, all perfectly in time with the rhythm. Scientists were fascinated. They studied him and found that he could spontaneously adapt his movements to different tempos, something previously thought to be a uniquely human skill. Snowball has a whole repertoire of distinct dance moves, proving that he's not just mimicking. He's genuinely feeling the beat and expressing himself. It's like he has his own little disco happening right in his living room. But birds aren't the only ones with rhythm. Let's travel from the living room to the deep blue sea. Humpback whales are famous for their complex and haunting songs. These aren't just random noises. They are structured musical compositions. A typical whale song has repeating themes and phrases, almost like a chorus and verse in a pop song. What's even more amazing is that these songs are a cultural phenomenon. Whales in one region, say the South Pacific, will all sing the same popular tune. But over time, the song evolves, with new remixes spreading through the entire population like a hit single climbing the charts. They learn these songs from each other, passing them down through generations. These underwater symphonies can travel for hundreds of miles, used for communication, navigation, and maybe, just maybe, for the pure joy of making music. Now, from the depths of the ocean to the heart of the jungle, meet the Indri lemurs of Madagascar. They have a form of communication that sounds remarkably like group singing. Families of Indris will gather in the trees and perform these loud, eerie, and beautifully harmonized calls that can last for several minutes. Their duets and choruses are characterized by synchronized rhythm and pitch. This isn't just a cacophony, it's a coordinated effort. Researchers believe these songs serve to strengthen social bonds within the family and to mark their territory, basically saying, hey, we're the cool lemur family on this block, and this is our anthem. Their ability to synchronize their vocal rhythms is a key element of what we understand as music. Of course, we can't talk about animal dance without mentioning courtship displays. This is where the animal kingdom truly puts on a show. Take the birds of paradise in New Guinea. The males perform some of the most elaborate and theatrical dance routines you'll ever see. They meticulously prepare a stage, clearing away leaves and debris. Then, they transform their appearance, fluffing up their spectacular plumage into dazzling shapes, and begin a dance that involves intricate steps, wing flaps, and head movements. It's a full-blown performance designed to impress a potential mate. Similarly, the tiny peacock spider from Australia turns into a superstar when it's time to woo a female. He raises a brilliantly colored fan-like flap on his abdomen and performs a complex dance that looks like a mix of semaphore signals and a high-energy workout video. He shuffles side to side, waves his legs, and vibrates his whole body to create a buzz. The performance is incredibly risky. If the female isn't impressed, she might just decide to eat him for lunch. Talk about pressure to have good moves. So, from a head-banging cockatoo and singing whales to harmonizing lemurs and dancing spiders, it's clear that music and dance are woven into the very fabric of life on Earth. These animals aren't just surviving, they're expressing themselves, communicating, and connecting in ways that we are only just beginning to understand. It shows us that the impulse to move to a rhythm, to join our voices in song, is a deep and ancient part of being alive. It makes you wonder what other secret concerts and dance parties are happening all around us, hidden in plain sight. What do you think? What's the most musical animal you've ever seen? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this journey into the wild side of music, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. See you in the next one.